a much better finish to the day than our start of the day, and unfortunately, we didn't play real clean in the first game, and really didn't get a whole lot going offensively until the back end of the ball game, and we got ourselves back into it, but we had dug such a big hole, it was difficult to recover. But second ball game, I thought Landon Roop threw extremely well for us in his start, 7 solid innings, and offensively, up and down the lineup, all our guys really started a bunch of at bats together, and we were able to put some crooked numbers up, and because it was up and down the lineup, we were able to score 5 out of the first 6 innings.
Going back to the first game and those errors, was that something that you noticed before the game, like a preparation thing, or was it just one error kind of snowballed? What did you see there?
Of course, the last error was a ground ball that goes between Cole's legs, and he's one of the best defenders in the league. And I don't know if he just didn't see it well, didn't get started, wasn't as focused as he usually is. But so the earlier errors, didn't lead to that. But 2 of our errors were on pickoff throws at first base, and we're not picking a lot of guys off. Not many people do. You're just trying to control the running game and play catch. And, both of those got us in trouble. Both of those led to runs. Mishandling the ball in the outfield led to another run because instead of being on second base, the guy's on third, and, we 2 ground balls behind that. And, he doesn't score if he's on second. So we just made a lot of mistakes. And we had some additional pass balls and wild pitches today that rolled some other runs across in the first game, and you can't play at this level and expect to win when you give up. I think we gave up 8 runs this weekend, the first 2 games, on pass balls and wild pitches. You got to make somebody drive runs in.
Second game there, Landon had a pretty good performance on the mound. What can you say about what he did there, game 2?
He just attacked the zone, and he trusted his stuff, and he had great sink on his fastball and his slider he had command of, and even though he didn't throw it a great deal, he threw it a little bit early to keep them all balanced, and then for about 3 or 4 innings it was mostly fastballs and getting ground balls and a few fly balls, and then toward the back end he started. He rolled his slider back in there and finished up in the 7th, but really solid performance for us, and was able to pitch extremely well with the lead that he had.
Was there a little bit of a sour taste? Obviously there probably was after those first 2 games of the series, where game 3 they just weren't going to let that happen again.
We talked about it after the first game. I said, hey, you guys got 1 or 2 choices. You fold a 10 up and say, that's it, or you come out and compete and you get after it and you put yourself in a position to where every game matters from here to the back end, and we'll see how things work out. And they got ready to play, and I have to give the players credit because they got after the second ball game, and it's certainly it all starts on the mound. If you get that kind of performance on the mound, it makes a difference.
Normally we see you down there in the first base dugout. You decided to go down the third base line to coach down there. Was that to maybe spark the team or change the scenery? What was the mindset there?
Coach Hooden, he looked at me after 7 innings, and he said, "We got to change something. You want to take third base?" I said, "I'll go. We'll see what happens." And it wasn't anything I did, certainly anything I did going down to third base, but I'm sure Coach Hood had an opportunity to talk to some hitters a little bit too in the dugout, which makes a difference. And we did swing the bat well the last 2 innings of the first game, and then the second game I thought our guys did a much better job. So anytime you can do in our sport, anytime you make some adjustments, make some changes to try to get a different result, especially when you're not playing well. So that's what we chose to do today.
And finally, this weekend you head up to Elon. They're leading the conference right now. What kind of momentum can you take into that game? You don't have a midweek game this week. Just talking about the weekend ahead.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge for us. You know, they're extremely good on the mound, and you know, we've got to pitch well to match that. And going in, you know, we're familiar with their starters and some of their guys out of the bullpen. So, you know, we know what to expect, and that's just a matter of being able to establish a plan and be able to execute that plan offensively. And then from a pitching and defensive standpoint, we have to play clean because you're not going to score a whole lot of runs off of their pitching staff. So you're going to score, you're going to have a chance to score, but and what opportunities you've got to be able to cash in 2 out of every 3. And then, like I said, we've got to pitch it and play solid defensively to give ourselves an opportunity to win the weekend.